Hello everybody, welcome to another edition of Gear Guide for Men. We're going to take a look at the top 10 apps for men. I compiled this list I took from different places and tried to come up with some different categories that I figured any guy could really get use out of them from. They all have some really good values. Some are free, some are not, but I really think they all are really something that everyone could use. So I'm just going to dive right in. The very first one is going to be the Sas Survival Guide. And now there's a paid and a free version of that. It really depends on what you think you'll be using it for or how much you'll be using it for, really. It's based off of the best-selling book that sold millions of copies, and the paid version has 400 pages all in one app. It's incredible. It's got videos, it's got pictures of poisonous plants, edible plants, medicinal plants, sea creatures, snakes. It's even got animal tracks, knots, etc. So that's one really cool thing. It's a great tool. I had the book, and I figure why not have an app that you can carry it around with you in your phone, in your pocket at all the time. The next one I want to talk about is Fishity. It's actually complementary to the Fishity website, which is fantastic. If you're an amateur or pro angler, whoever, you can use the maps and figure out what fish you're hitting, where, and everything. The maps are really detailed for you to use. It's a great app for you. The next one is going to be called Fishing Knots Lite. I actually chose specifically just the light version of this one because it's free and I know that it works without the internet. That being said, I find myself in a few places sometimes when I'm fishing where I don't have internet access, and the way this is built is that you don't need it to work. So that's going to be one of the great ones. It's really easy to use, really simple to understand. So make sure you guys go ahead and download that one if you like fishing, because this way you know that you're using the right knot. Even if you've been fishing for a long time, it'll tell you the load bearing that each knot will have, what line to use, and which knot to use for the different baits, swivels, hooks, etc. So that's a really great app for you to get. The next one, it's called All Trails. This literally gives you access to 50,000 trails across North America. You've got so many different options. You can select if you want hike, bike, or run. You can narrow it down to the length, the rating, and even the difficulty level. Plus, it gives you some information on each trail. You've got the dog-friendly, wheelchair-friendly, and even kid-friendly options on there as well. It's got over 3 to 3.5 million people who use this, who actually compile all this information. So it's actually voted the #1 outdoors app for the iPhone. So definitely check that out. The next one is a little bit different. I think this one just made the list just because I think it's really cool. It's called the Pocket Universe. This app is extraordinary. It's really incredibly visually. It gives you access to basically the galaxies. And the best part is you can use your own phone to use the camera feature, and right there at your fingertips you'll get all the information about what stars you're looking at and so forth. So that one's really cool. It's called Pocket Universe. That one I believe is not free, but it's definitely well worth it if you want some really cool things to do and to know your way around the different constellations and to know what you're looking at with the stars. Number 6 is going to be Car Care 101. Every guy I think needs to have some basic car knowledge and understanding, and this is definitely an app that'll get you there. It'll save you time from staring at your engine block, scratching your head, and also save you time from looking up YouTube videos and listening to Bubba figuring out what it is that you're looking at. Get professionals to show you what you're doing with these videos in Car Care 101. It's a great tool and a great app to have. Next one is going to be iHandy Carpenter. This was actually voted the #1 Father's Day gift by CNN. Father's Day app by CNN. And this is really cool. You get 5 awesome tools in one app. You get a plumb bob, a surface level, a bubble level, steel protractor, and a steel ruler. Once you calibrate the plumb bob, the surface, and the bubble level, you'll be able to really seriously use it. You can even use it to be used as a clinometer. And I may be mispronouncing that. I have no idea. But it's really easy to use. It's an awesome app. The next one, piggybacking off of that, would be the Photo Measures app. This one's really cool. You can take a picture of a room and you'll then be able to go in and insert the measurements of the room or what you're looking at. You can even zoom in further and put minute measurements in there. It's really good to have so that when you're looking at something, you know exactly what the measurements are going to be. So if something needs to fit in there, or if you're doing a building project and so forth, it's a really cool app to use and do that. It's super simple, but it's really, really handy. Speaking of handy, we've got an app called Handyman DIY. This one is really cool. It literally makes you a handyman. It's got so many different things. You can use it to price things out, get a budget, figure out the materials that you need. It's got a set list of certain common household projects that it already tells you what the building materials are going to be for it. So it's really cool. It's awesome. And it really helps you to tackle your handyman DIY projects. The last one is called Packing Pro. This one is not free, but I think it's really cool. Something that people who travel a lot will really understand, that packing can be something where you're going to forget things. And when you're traveling and your world is going 100 miles an hour, you can't really afford to not have the amount of socks that you need for a convention. You may run out of things, or if you're going on any trail hikes or things like that, you need to know that you have everything there. Plus, it includes a built-in packing expert. I think that's one of the things that's pretty awesome, to get packing expert assistance to make sure you've got everything, to make sure you're packing the right way. It's pretty impressive. So those are the top 10 apps that I think guys should have right now with them. If you guys think of any others, leave a comment below. But thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more episodes.